So I'm about to work on the process of this art I'm working on right now. Um, so it started out, decided I wanted to do another painting of Jason because I really, really, really like this guy. I think he's an amazing person, and I'm really thankful I got to connect with him personally. I have never met him before in person, but we've done a few video calls and we sent messages back and forth. I think this person is an amazing person, and very, very thankful that I came across his Instagram one day. And I've been watching his Instagram now for a bunch of years, actually. And to be honest, I feel like his Instagram is actually probably one of the best Instagrams I've found, and that's saying a lot. You know, there's a lot of stuff on the internet. So this is actually a process of how I started the painting. So you see, this. Let's see. Okay, you see. So I had done this painting on a sketchbook, and I was looking at it and I was like, it's unfinished. I think I should do something over here. So I started kind of painting the sun. I wrote jungle book. And this blue up here was just for mixing. It says 21 in the top left corner because that's symbolizing the soul. The soul weighs 21 grams. It's something that's been studied a lot. So I just was looking at this and I was like, I like what I did on the left side of the sketchbook. The right side, I like how it looks, but this area looks unfinished. So anyways, I said, I think I'm going to do another painting of Jason. So yeah, I looked at his Instagram and I was inspired by this picture. So I said, all right, so I actually enhanced the picture a little bit. The coloring was changed slightly. So I decided, all right, so I just took some red paint and just, did the outline. And you see, started putting some of the placement of where his face is a structure. And you see, then I started adding some orange. Whenever I get to a stage like this with a painting, I always feel somewhat satisfied. But I remember while I was painting this, I was like, man, the white doesn't look too good. And well, actually what happened was I bought some white paint, and it was not the kind of paint I wanted to get. I don't know, it seems like kind of not that opaque or something. Maybe I have to mix it up. But anyways, I was like, well, it is what it is. I don't have any other white. And then, yeah, went from that to that. So that's quite a difference. And I remember at this point I was thinking to myself, well, it's looking a little better, but still doesn't quite look how I want it to look. As you can see, starting to get a little more detailed. For sure. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to show it at this angle. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite a bit better at this point. It still does not look how I want it to look, though. Definitely not. I'm like, all right. So I put some more paint. I bought a swimsuit. Put some paint on here. So I'll use this as my palette. So you see, I put another layer. As you can see, it looks a lot different at this point. Whole new layer. I was like, wow, it's starting to look a little better, huh? But the eye doesn't look that good, and it doesn't really quite look that great, but it looks better. I was like, all right, let me go in this. And as you can see, this layer actually starts to look a bit more like Jason. I was really happy at this point. I was like, oh, it's really starting to kind of look like him. that too, you know. So as you can see, I was very happy. I was like, wow, this is a bit further along. I was like, ah, yeah, it actually looks like him. It actually does. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with it, you know. So then I was looking at his Instagram, and I was trying to figure out what to do because he's wearing a hat, and I didn't want to paint him with a hat. So I was trying to find out what I could put, you know, instead of the hat. And so I was trying to find some imagery. And so I was thinking, you know, I could do something with the chakras. So I think I will, actually, because he posted this on his... So yeah, you see, there's his logo. So I could incorporate that somehow a little bit. So here's a photo from his Instagram page of... I'm not sure who these people are, but, you know, you see the vibe. This guy's a really good person, and here's his friends. And, yeah. So I was trying to figure out what I could do, and I was like, oh, I could put my hand up here like that. Like that, maybe? Like that, no. And then suddenly I had an idea. I was like, wait a minute. Soul on ice. I could have a cup with ice in it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I can just do that. So to be honest, I feel like this is kind of like the Sands of Time type thing. Where, you know, you have like sand in there. Air. So this is kind of cool, actually. I quite like this. I think I could do something with this. Could be like, yeah. Definitely do something with that. Yeah, I'm glad I thought of that.
Painting of Jason. I decided to do another painting of Jason because the last painting I did, I didn't think it looked too much like him. I wanted it to look like him. Anyways, he's wearing a hat in the photo, and I was like, what can I do instead? So,
yeah, you see on the left
he has
side.
Soul on Ice.
That's something I put more time into it. So then I started getting some ideas, and I was like, you know, I was looking through my photos, and I did some. It's not Photoshop. I have an open source program that's free. So I just like added that as a new layer, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like have the sun sort of in the background. But still doesn't quite look how I want it to look. Like, not quite. And then I was looking through pictures, and I found this picture of my friend Ashley Burback. And I thought, oh, she's holding her shirt up, and like, here's where her soul is. I was thinking, oh, I could do something with this. You know, I could have Jason's face right here. It's kind of a cool idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, that's a great idea. I could have his... Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a great idea. I can have that be the hat. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Well, anyways, so then bamboo. So I saw this part of the picture, and I'm like, I want to put something there. And I was like, you know, I want to do bamboo there. So it was interesting because the other day I was walking around, and then I find there's a restaurant called Bamboo. Oh, yo, you see? Way more detail at that point. So here's another nice photo of Jason. And so you see, it shows his whole head here, not with the hat. I was thinking, oh, I could use the reference for top of his head. I was like, I don't really feel like doing that. Anyways, I think that's his wife. So I was looking at my feet, and I was like, I got soles on the bottom of my feet. Let me do a little video. And I thought, maybe I can do something with my sole. Yeah, so I was looking at the bottom of my foot, and I'm like, So I took this nice photo of my sole of my foot, which I actually haven't looked at the sole of my foot in a long time. So that's sort of interesting. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. So this is actually what it looks like right outside of the place I was staying at just the other day. Pretty amazing to be staying in this part of the world. Really, really, I'm very happy that this is the area of the world I'm at right now. So looking at the sky, I seen these clouds and I thought, wow, how beautiful. I also thought about maybe putting clouds above Jason's head. Yeah, so I actually went to where the pool is, and then I took these photos right by where the pool is. And then I seen this palm tree, and I was like, wow, that looks amazing. There's some guy sitting down right next to it. I didn't know if he thought I was taking a photo of him. I wasn't. If he was in the photo, then I'd be like, all right, but yeah. Yeah, so you see the water. I thought that would be kind of interesting too, because I've never really tried to make a great painting of water. I've tried here and there to do paintings of water a little bit, but I was actually looking at the water when I was above, and I was kind of seeing how when someone jumps in the water, how it affects the rhythm of the water's like flow. So this is kind of a good reference. The reflection of something next to so you have the palm tree. Oh, that's kind of cool actually, the palm tree in the water. Interesting. Oh, that's quite good reference actually. Okay. So yeah, the sun was going down and just it's just incredible. The view. Incredible. I mean, look at what the sky does. So amazing. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? So nice. Yeah, so what happened at this point, I remember I went for a swim. And I was looking up at the sky and I was like, oh my God. I was like swimming. I was like, I gotta get a photo of that. So I actually didn't quite capture it exactly when I wanted to. This part of the sky looked even more amazing. Like maybe 10 minutes before this. But at least I captured that. So I was looking through some of my stuff and I came across this. This is actually a page in my magazine. So I actually made this with a friend of mine, Wesley Ryan Clapp. We lived together back in college in my freshman year. And one day he was posting stuff on his Tumblr. And I said, I want to collaborate with you. So I took a little something from what he had posted, which I can't quite remember what it is. I'd have to look at my Tumblr. But I used reference from his image. I created this. This is actually done a long time ago. But yeah, it was done digitally, but also the face was painted on wood. You see that drip? That's actually from spray paint. So yeah, I probably have the reference of this face somewhere. It's actually a pretty big piece of wood. But yeah, I made this image, and I feel like this is definitely related because you got the guy, and he's standing on the snow, just his bare feet, and then he's holding snowballs with I put ice crystals, and you got the mountains in the back with the snow, sun in the top. With his eyes, they're like glowing from the rays of the sun. So it's like that's cold, not that's cold, but that's cold. Look at the O. It's pretty cool, right? Oh yeah, look, see his icy foot, nice and blue. Yeah, he's got one foot up in the air. Look at the penguins. I didn't actually get to see the penguins. There was penguins in Australia, right around where I was staying 1 year ago. I meant to go see them, but I never got to. I guess there was a lot of them too. It is what it is. So I seen this video of my. Well, actually, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Skip this stuff or what? Yeah, I'm gonna skip this stuff for now. All right, that's it for now. We'll do more of the video later.